The title of this video is Awaken the Transformational Power of Christ Consciousness Through Meditation. This entire session is one continuous meditation. So you're going to want to get yourself prepared for meditation right from the beginning. You should not listen to this program while you're driving or doing anything else, as it would be very distracting and greatly diminish the effectiveness of the meditation. For more information on Christ consciousness, be sure to watch my YouTube video titled How to Achieve Christ Consciousness, which will give you a lot of background information of what it is and why it is important. Now, you're going to want to be comfortable for this meditation, so you won't have to need to move around or fidget. Of course, if you need to scratch an itch, there's nothing wrong with that. But continuous movements will cause you to speed up your brain waves, and you'll miss some of the effects that the meditation is offering you. So close your eyes now, if you've not yet done so, and begin with a gentle breath in through your nose. Hold it for just an instant, and then let it gently out through your mouth, and feel yourself relaxing and entering the inner planes of consciousness. Now just listen. Many people allow external forces to master them, when all the time there's a power center within them that represents the seat of power of the Christ consciousness, and it can be used to transform your life. So now slowly contemplate these statements. I believe there is nothing God cannot do. I believe there is nothing God cannot do through me. I believe there is nothing God cannot do as me. The God presence and Christ consciousness are my true self. Therefore, there is nothing I cannot do. As you absorb these words, the pure creative energy of your soul and spirit activate, and they awaken the Christ consciousness in you. So now bring your focus of attention to your heart center, or soul center, which is in the center of your chest. And using your imagination, create a golden ball of light about the size of a baseball. And this light represents the core of your soul or true self. And with your attention on the presence of this spiritual core, continue slowly absorbing the following statements as you feel the vibrations. And as you think and speak these words, say them first very softly but audibly, and then repeat them again subvocally or silently in your mind. I now draw in the light and awareness of God's presence. I fill my feeling nature with divine presence and the light of Christ consciousness. I fill my feeling nature with divine presence and the light of Christ consciousness. And now just listen. Next, bring your point of attention and focus to the top of your head. This is where your seventh chakra is, which is your interface with your divine connection. And speak these words softly but audibly, and then repeat them again subvocally or silently to yourself. I now give myself permission to fully merge with the light of Christ's consciousness. I now give myself permission to fully merge with the light of Christ consciousness. I receive the presence of love, happiness, and abundance. And now just listen. This is your foundation for your spiritual consciousness beneath and beyond your everyday thinking and analytical mind. Now say these words and make them your own. I reach out to God and ask God to reach out to me. I invite God to reveal full Christ consciousness through me. I open to the majesty of oneness with Christ consciousness. Teach me the deepest love. I ask for the deepest love. And once again, just listen. The infinite mind of the universe is God and is the pure essence of love. This infinite, unconditional love has intelligence, will, and intentions to bring you home to the fullness of your divine self. Bring your focus of attention to your heart center again. This is the place you want to live most of the time. Feel the refined presence emerging as you speak these words softly, and then repeat them silently. Since the only presence and power of the universe loves me and sustains me, I know I am loved. Since the only presence and power of the universe loves me and sustains me, I know I am loved. I know I am lovable, for that is how I was created. Love heals me. Love prospers me. Love protects me. Love restores me. I thank the divine presence of Christ consciousness for loving me. Now just listen. Christ consciousness love is continuous, unconditional, and eternal. Divine love is never diminished. So let this sink in deeply. For even when you ignored it, or blamed God. God's love continued to love you. I acknowledge the following truth. I am a creation and child of God. My body is the Christ consciousness being me in physical form. I know I am evolving. I feel it. I am returning home to the light of love, for I am love. I was made out of love. I feel love. I am love. And now just listen. Feel into the energy that your intentions are bringing. Your words and intentions are the gate openers. Your requests and intentions open your heart to the radiant energy of your divine nature. Your requests are what bring the light and the vibration and the presence of Christ consciousness into and through the deepest parts of your heart. Your request for this and your intentions are what purify you. They refine you. Your intentions are what make this happen. Give yourself permission now to let yourself be touched and embraced more deeply with the Christ light and divine presence. More deeply than you have ever given yourself permission to receive previously. Let yourself be enfolded in the light of Christ all around and through you. And now, look inside your heart center and find whatever keeps you from moving deeper. Maybe there's a judgment about yourself of not being good enough. Maybe you feel self-conscious about something. Maybe you are embarrassed to even think about something you've done. Maybe you feel guilt. Or maybe you hold a grudge of anger. And maybe there's a part of you that hasn't forgiven yourself or someone. If you are unsure, just bring to mind any issue in your life which is troubling you. And as you bring to mind any disturbance, begin to radiate a presence of divine love into all of your thoughts of whatever may be blocking you. Because divine love of Christ consciousness is intelligent, when you direct your attention and intention for the love to radiate from your heart. That is what it does. It goes before you, and it is a transformational presence that dissolves every negative situation and block. Now imagine the source of Christ consciousness, love, is a glowing ball of light in your heart center. And it radiates its light and presence all through you, from head to toe, much like the sun radiates light in all directions. When you direct divine love presence toward anyone or anything, it literally changes the energy field in and around a person, place, or thing. And when you bring in the deep love, everything unloving melts. So whenever you find anything blocking you or causing you to feel stuck, surrender the need for it. Say to yourself, I surrender and fully release all need for what is blocking me. And you can name whatever it is in you if you have a sense of what it might be. I surrender and fully release all need for whatever is blocking me. And as you keep doing this, eventually there will be nothing left but Christ consciousness and love, because that is what the soul is made of. Now follow these words inside of yourself. As I think of myself, I acknowledge there are some qualities and conditions about myself I have not liked. I now forgive myself for all of this. I fully, deeply, and totally surrender the need for judging myself. I embrace myself as if I were my only child with unconditional love. I love the light of God that lives within me. Now, as I scan my memories, and I remember some individuals who triggered negative reactions in me, I now embrace those emotions and reactions with forgiveness and unconditional love. And bring any individuals in mind. And with these individuals in mind, I speak these words. I acknowledge the love and light of God that lives within me. I love the light of God that lives within you. The same light lives within us both. I am love. And you are love. That is what the souls are made of. And we are healed through love. I embrace you with the love and light of my soul. I now send forth the love presence of Christ consciousness to heal and harmonize my home, my work, my friends. I send forth the presence of Christ consciousness love to heal and harmonize my home, work, and friends. I feel the love pouring forth from my heart center. I know this deep love accomplishes deep healing. Feeling unconditional love opens the heart chakra and propels harmonizing and healing energy into the field all around you, literally ascending your frequencies to Christ consciousness. Can the presence of love and Christ consciousness experience hurt feelings? Of course not. What about feelings of anger, resentment, bitterness? Or would Christ consciousness love condemn or criticize? Would it judge? You know the answers, of course. If your mind is perpetually on Christ consciousness, and that consciousness is love, you become love, and your life becomes fulfilled. Christ consciousness and enlightenment are not something that are to come in the future when you're more evolved. You already are the enlightened soul. This is your true self. Your soul is already ascended consciousness. Christ consciousness and you are now bringing it all to the surface, revealing it, and integrating it into all of your thoughts and feelings. The Christ consciousness lives within you. That is what is at your core. And nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. It may be true that a part of you has been asleep or under a spell of some illusions, but there is so much more of you that is fully awake and illumined. Your higher enlightened Christ consciousness is alive and living in you, even when you are not thinking about it. You just may not know it because you've been living with the part of your consciousness dominated by an active analytical mind, which is often distracted by the senses and struggling with everyday life. As you bring your awareness to your higher realizations of your fully enlightened consciousness, you do not lose anything. You do not lose your thoughts, your memories, your experiences. No, you awaken and you take your consciousness with you and you rise up into a new range of awareness, understanding, and knowledge. As you move higher, you take on more and more of the consciousness of your higher self, and the lower dark energies of the ego are transmuted and dissolved. As you surrender all need for control and suffering, that is how you become aware of the qualities of the Christ consciousness. That's what enables that to emerge in your mind and in your heart. You feel a fire of boundless love within you. And if you momentarily forget your lines, just ask, how does an ascended and fully enlightened being with Christ consciousness think? And then let those thoughts flow. How does a fully enlightened being feel? With total and complete unconditional love under all circumstances. Under all circumstances. So, begin this day to love everyone and everything as you have never loved before. Feel that love frequency and vibration. And it comes to the surface with deep forgiveness, compassion, understanding, and acceptance. So just let it flow, let it radiate from you to all life, to all beings, to everything. Remember, you already are an enlightened soul at your core. Christ consciousness is what you are. Therefore, as you feel into it, you will walk as an enlightened being, talk as an enlightened being. Your body language will reflect an enlightened being. And you will see everyone else as their enlightened soul living in the clothing of physical bodies. Now continue slowly absorbing these statements while you bring your focus of attention to your heart center and the center of your chest. And feel into the frequencies and vibrations as you speak these words softly, and then repeat them again silently to yourself. In truth, my core is an enlightened soul. What is true for me is true for everyone. I see the Spirit of God in and through every soul. I now open my heart and allow the pure essence of love to pour out. I see love radiate with golden light from my heart center, much like the sun radiates light. I am filled with a miraculous light of love. And now just listen. Sense the presence of love warming your heart. Feel the radiation of love and light from its central core as it expands and grows brighter and brighter, blazing that light and love from your heart throughout your body, throughout your energy field, and out into your entire universe. Allow this light of love to illuminate you, softening and healing as it expands and radiates. Welcome Christ consciousness light to move into every cell of your physical body, deep into your DNA, activating all the dormant codes to release your full potentials. Notice your heart chakra is opening, expanding like a multi-petaled flower, and it is radiating purification light, divine intelligence, and ascending realizations of love in Christ consciousness. Sense the expansion, the radiance, radiating more and more light like a brilliant sun, encompassing all of your upper chakras and above your head, and extending down below you, glowing in, glowing through you, and all around you, pulsating, radiant, golden white light, divine Christ light, Christ consciousness presence, and the fullness of who and what you are, body, mind, and soul are merging with this light. Feel it and become it. Become aware now of this golden white light that's all around you, in you and through you, emanating from the center of your heart, the very core of where your soul is anchored into your physical body. And your soul is connected directly to the center of creation, to the very throne of God and the source of all. And you are opening more and more to allow more light to flood through every cell of your body, a brighter intensity of light than ever before. And we now call the angels of enlightenment and ascension to assist us further in our evolution. Be aware of glorious golden angels coming to you, above you, and pouring in liquid golden light through your crown chakra at the top of your head and flowing through your entire body, purifying you. The light comes in through your head like a liquid light filled with millions of brilliant blazing lights, the full light of purity, enlightenment, and ascension. Fully activating and energizing all of your light bodies and energy bodies. This Christ light and presence is radiant, purifying light all through you, from the inside out in every direction and every space within you. And this presence permanently opens your crown chakra at the top of your head and fully opens and activates all the brain centers and unlocks all of the switches and codes, allowing full illumination of Christ consciousness and ascension. These angels see to it that the light flows continually now. It has started and it will continue. So thank them for their service as you continue receiving more and more light. This light fills all of your bodies, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your spiritual body, as well as any bodies of struggling or fear or anger or any form of resistance or blocks. And as they all fill with light, they merge into the light. And all of the energies transmute into the purest of pure, refined and filled with love, the love of Christ consciousness. As you give yourself permission to open to the Christ consciousness presence more and more every day, and feeling tremendous gratitude. And you are one large, fulfilled field of golden enlightenment and ascension light, of ever-expanding love. This brilliant light is you. It is what you are. It is what you are made from and what you are made of. It is light. It is love. And it is Christ consciousness. Each and every place of need is opened and filled with brighter and brighter radiance of light. All in any dense parts of your energy bodies are melting and dissolving away in the presence of this Christ consciousness light. And now call all of your energies into present time with me. I now call my aura into present time. I now call my body into present time. I now call my full awareness into present time. I am right here and right now. In this moment, now. With the full frequencies of the Christ consciousness and this meditation, permanently with me, from now and forevermore. Bring all the feelings, realizations, awareness with you as you gently and gradually bring yourself peacefully back. Bring all of these feelings, awareness, and realizations with you as you gradually bring yourself peacefully back to normal awareness. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and see only divine energy and radiant presence around you, and sense the beauty and love of everything as you come all the way back to full, normal mental alertness, here and now. And you repeat, I release everything that is not true or real in this moment. So just check yourself now and make sure you are grounded and fully in your body. And this brings this session to a conclusion.